throw it in trash, they never even call them back. I'm telling you, if you want to one up your competition, the minute they hang up, call right back. Hey, I'm sorry we got disconnected. And I guarantee you, you'll break through where most won't. I know that gives you guys anxiety, like, ooh, they hung up on me, I'm gonna call back. Yep, do that. That part right there, you call them back. Look at Cito. What's up, Cito? Joanny,
Hi.
Lilia, iPhone 3, whoever you are, iPhone 3, I need your, oh, of course, I know who iPhone 3 is. What's up, iPhone 3? Um, it's good to see you. What time is it? We are at the 5 o'clock hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to be respectful of y'all's time because I need to get out of here. I'm going to be ending like right around 5:55, right in that neighborhood because I have another call at 6. And again, I'm tired of being late to that call, so I got to be on time. Um, Tell me something good as people start joining. I want to hear like, what are your wins from this past week? Hey, Bomika, what are the wins? Somebody give me a win. Tell me something you did that you feel good about. Tell me a conversation you had. Tell me a door knock. Tell me something that you've accomplished over this past week. What is it?
David, I have
Go to
something.
Cito, tell me something good.
I have a win. I went on a listing appointment after an open house, but then
Okay.
it's a
Hold
win
on one
to a
second. Let me just
loss.
turn my music off. I forgot I had music on, and I probably can't hear you because my volume's turned down low. So hold on one second. Yep, that was the issue. Okay, Cito, hey. Where'd she go? Cito, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Cito?
Yeah, I can hear you. It wasn't me
Can you
that
guys
said
hear Cito? Cito, hold on a second. I'm having an issue. Okay, go ahead and speak now, please.
I wasn't talking. It
It was
was
me. It was
Oh,
Joanne.
Joanny, you okay? So,
That's okay.
Joanny, go ahead and finish, and then Cito, I'll come to you. Sorry, Joanny, my speakers were down, and I had it going through the wrong speaker. My apologies.
That's okay. It's more of a like for our seasoned agents on here. I did an open house recently, and they farmed it before the open house. So when does it become? So what happened was is that the a buyer called and the agent just directed them to the open house. And then, they end up coming, they're unrepresented. And, I showed them around. He went back, brought his wife. I ended up meeting them on Monday. I spent 2 hours there and she's not giving it to me, the agent, because he was unrepresented. But so he wants he wants the place, but he contingent upon selling his own home. So when after the open house, I was giving her the update and told her all this stuff, and it turns out that I'm not going to get it. So it does it work? Is that phone call that he gave her because he got her postcard like make him her client, and she just directed him to the open house, or like I just lost a buyer and a listing.
When you say she directed him, she was a listing agent.
She's a listing agent and confirmed that there was going to be an open house on Saturday, which I was hosting. And again, he came in even while he was signing in, he was like, "I'll put my email, but I don't want any marketing, like nothing like that." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And by the time he got to like the second floor, or he saw the basement and the first floor, he was like, "I gotta go get my wife. I love it. Like, let me just go get her." And so it was all me, really. And then he wanted me to come see his home because he's like, I have to sell my home. And I went, like, not that day, but I went on Monday,
Okay.
and I was there for like 2 hours, and they were just like, "Oh, we trust you. We love you." But then, she's not giving it to me.
Let me ask you a question, and I know you might. I want you to just answer me honestly. Like, just let's have an
Okay.
honest conversation. If you worked hard and you got a listing, right, and then someone called you and said, "Hey, I want to see this property," and you said, "Oh, I'm holding it open. Go look at it." Have an agent holding it open, and they go look at it and they like it and they want to write up an offer. Would you want that agent to have it, or would you want to keep it?
Me, my personality,
Yeah,
I would give it to the person who did all the work,
me
which,
too. I was just curious
you
how you
know,
would feel about it.
I
Um,
like I walked them through. I went to meet them, afterwards, and yeah, I would give it. I would totally give it.
I'm gonna let Brittany answer this, but I want to just say one thing, right? So, number one, this is a business, and I don't care if this agent, they mentor you, you like them, you don't like them. It's a business, and if you're going to do an open house before you go, you need to iron out everything. Hey, if a lead comes in, which ones are mine? Which ones am I able to keep? Like, you need to know that before you go in so that you know what to expect and what the outcome's going to be. All of you guys have those conversations up front because
Yeah.
people
Well,
get
that's my win
super
to my loss.
greedy.
Is that the clarity? I need to
Yeah.
be clear, super
Yeah.
clear going in
People
next
get
time.
really greedy, unfortunately. And then the other thing I would tell you is this: if you're going to go to their house and talk to them and spend time with them and spend 2 hours, they need to be signing something saying that they work with you. You're investing a lot of your time and giving it away for them just to be like,
Well, when he left that day, he was like, "We want to work with you." Like, so I was like, "Okay." And then since I couldn't meet them, right after the open house, I told them, I said, "You know what? I'm gonna have to come another day." And when we went, like, I was like, my intention was to actually, my whole listing presentation was horrible, but we talked about a lot of stuff, but the house itself. I mean, a little bit of the house, but I mean, they invited me to Thanksgiving dinner already. Like,
okay,
so.
give us her name so we can give her a bad review. No, I'm joking.
Oh no.
Let me hear what Brittany has to say, and then
Yes,
we'll
thank you.
wrap it up. Go ahead, Brittany. Go
Uh,
ahead, Brittany.
basically covered it. I would definitely have everything in writing, like not
Yes.
just like verbal, like have it in writing. Like, say, if I do an open house for you, if this person comes in, it comes to me, because I've been screwed over too. When I first started, I was doing open house for other agents. One was they saw a open house sign, called the listing agent. The listing agent said, "Wait for me. I'll go and show you the property." I sat in that house for 2 hours. Nobody showed up but those clients, and she took them. And she was saying after, like, "Oh yeah, they're actually not buying this house. I'm going to help them buy another." And after that, I was like, I'm not doing open houses for other agents. So be very careful and have everything in writing. And also, that buyer, after he saw the property, you should have been like, "Great, I can write up an offer for you. Are you ready to put in an offer?" And then just grab on it right away. I know sometimes I get scared too when I'm at like open houses and stuff, and I forget to ask for the business, but just ask. He loved the house. He was going to go get his wife and be like, "Great, let's go write an offer." So you're the one writing it, and you're going to be their agent.
Yep, and you get the paperwork signed showing they're your client. The other person doesn't have any paperwork, and so unfortunately, you pay something that, and don't get offended when I say this, I've paid it a million times. You pay what I call the dummy tax. And so all of you guys learn from that, right? This is why we're on these calls. So I appreciate you sharing that, because you're going to help somebody else on this call who's new, who's going to get an open house this weekend. And now they know to have the conversation, just like Brittany said, and get it in writing, right? I'm sorry that happened to you. That's unfortunate. And what I would suggest, and I know you guys are always like, "David, why are you always sending me to Chat GPT?" Here's what I would suggest you do. If it were me, I would get right on chat and I would say, "Hey, listen, here's the situation." I would break it down and I would say, using your best negotiation skills and using exactly what to say, help me craft a message to this agent where we can make this a win-win. Like, maybe she keeps the buyer and I get the seller, or vice versa. Find a way to make it work. Or at the very least, because I was there and I invested my time, I get a referral fee from those people. There's a way to make this work. And if that agent doesn't work with you on this, I'd never do anything for them again, even if I
I
had
don't
something signed. I
I
wouldn't
don't
do
think
it.
she will, because I took a video of the house, and I just, after our conversation, and when I sent her the video, because she was like now pressing me for the video, I said, "Oh," I said, "just to be clear, like, I'm not even like, am I getting the buyer side, of this?" And she never responded to me to that. So I feel like it's a loss.
You
Well,
should.
listen, it's not a loss until it's a loss. And so don't think she
Yeah,
won't. Go ask for it and make a good argument for it and
yeah.
see if she'll do the right thing. If she doesn't, then you know it's a loss. But I don't want you to give up on it if you haven't attempted to have a conversation, to have a sit down, and maybe get the broker involved, Sally, and see if she can work this out and help you guys work together. I think that's the right thing to do. So
Yeah, and also I wanted to tell, like, the couple, because I feel like she told me not to communicate with them that she's got it from here, and I'm like, well, I'm like, they're inviting me and my children to Thanksgiving dinner, like, they told me all about their family, like, I feel like I want to reach out to them and be like, "Sorry it didn't work out," but I don't know if I should, if by at then like at that point, would I be shady to her if I'm reaching out to them just to say I'm sorry it didn't work out, or
I
I don't
don't
know.
think so. I'm not a broker though, and I don't want to say anything to get you in trouble. So I would talk to
Yeah.
Sally and see what she says,
Okay. All
just
right.
to
Thank
just to play
you.
it safe, just to play it
Yeah.
safe. All right.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
So put it in writing. Any other wins? I want one more win from this week.
I have a win.
Okay. Y'all got me looking. I'm like, hello? Where y'all at? All right, give it to me.
Do you see my background?
Wait, hold on. What's happening?
I was speaking. I think somebody else is speaking as well.
Okay, go ahead, Janetta.
Well, for one thing, I'm participating in the Push Essentials, and that has been very helpful, very much an eye-opening. And just doing the homework and doing the lessons, I can see a lot of growth just through doing that, doing the 30 minutes. Today, you challenged us to do our backgrounds. Michelle was so gracious to help me to put together a background, showed me how to do it. So I'm very happy about advertising myself with my background.
I see you.
Yeah, so the Push Essentials have been very wonderful. Like I say, it helped me to see things that I'm doing that I could do better. I even reached out to you to help me just kind of the way I think about things and to maneuver a little differently. And you'd given me some great suggestions about, trying to close 5 times. I had the little houses that I had used from Bold. And so, yeah, you suggested that I put them on some pennies. And so I did different colors. So, my last one is red. Like, okay, I have tried as much as I can. And here's, the red. This is my last effort. And so I got blue, purple, and red.
Love
So
it.
all of these things been very helpful and instrumental in helping me to feel more confident and to feel like I'm really feel like I'm even making a difference in what I'm doing and that I'm growing my business. So thank you so very much. I'm grateful.
Thank you. And I'm grateful you guys are helping me. You help me. Michelle's giving me great advice. Like, you guys are really plugging in and Naki and really helping me grow this thing. So I really appreciate you guys. I need 5 bold agents to put their hands up. 5 of you who are bold. I see you, Matt. Brittany, Kiera. I know Matt's got it, so I ain't going to Matt quite yet. Elwood, I see you. Let me just write this down. All right, so Brittany, I have a little game we're going to play, but before I play this, I want to get you guys warmed up. So Brittany, you and I, we're best friends. I mean, you've known me forever. You've watched my kids grow up, right? I've been at your wedding. You were at my wedding. Like, we're family. And I call you and I say, hey, Brittany, I'd like you to come and talk to me about selling my home, but I want you to know I'm going to be interviewing some other agents as well. How do you handle that? What do you say to me?
I totally respect that you're interviewing multiple agents. I would recommend you to see, all that's out there. I'm excited for the opportunity. Let's go ahead and meet. And as you know, we've known each other for many years. I'm going to have your best interest in mind. I'm going to do everything that I can to get you top dollar. And let's go sit down and I'll show you my approach.
Okay, I like it. Elwood, same situation. Elwood, man, you my day one, man. I so appreciate you, and I really want you to come in and interview for the job of selling my home, but I want you to know I'm going to be talking to some other agents as well.
First of all, it's exciting to be selling your home. I think that interviewing multiple agents is probably a good idea. Get a lot of variety as to the way that your home can be marketed. But I would just say, out of respect, since we've known each other for so long, when you're ready to sit down and get the right strategy to get your home sold and can talk about all the other things, I'll be ready to sit down with you. So if you want to talk with them first, that's great. If you want to talk to me first, that's great.
Okay. You just made me think of something, but let me just write a note so I can save it. Because that was, okay, perfect. Anita, same thing. Anita, I'm selling my home. We got to get out of here. As you know, we got to move down to North Carolina. I like to talk with you about selling my home, but I want you to know that I'm interviewing some other agents as well.
David, no need to interview the other agent. I got you. I've been doing this longer, and then let's work. You know my reputation. Why do you need to interview other agents?
I feel
Give me
like I
that
have
number.
to do my due diligence. I need to do my due diligence.
I understand. Give me that number, and I'll take it from there. You don't need to see other agents. You don't need other strategies. You see, you know my reputation. Let me go to work for you.
Okay. Taylor, thank you, Anita. Taylor, same situation. Man, I know you since California. I know you've moved, and since you're here in my town now, man, up in Oregon, you know, I'm selling my home, and I want you to come and interview, but I am going to be interviewing other agents. I just want to be upfront with you about that.
Yeah, I appreciate you, David, for being upfront with me. So let me ask you really quick, like, what is the main reason you want to interview other agents?
Thank you. We have questions. Like, let's ask some questions, people. I've been waiting for somebody to ask some questions. Taylor, man, you know my dad put down the down payment on this house, and he's kind of steering this from the back, and he told us that we should talk to other agents just to make sure that we're getting the right person. I mean, you know he loves you, but at the same time, it's business, and his money's tied up in it, so I got to respect that.
Yeah, absolutely, and I want to respect that too. So let's do this. We've known each other for a long time. Give me the first shot at it. Let's interview, and then would it be helpful if I gave you a list of questions that you can ask the other agents to help vet them to see if they're going to be a good fit for you?
I mean, that would really be helpful.
Okay, let's do that. And because we're longtime friends, make me this promise, David. Can you do that? Let's meet first and let's meet last. After you interview everybody, let's meet one last time to go over that. Can you promise me that you'll meet with me at the very end?
Of course. Come on, man. Yeah.
All right. I appreciate it. All right, sounds good. When would be a good time to meet? Tomorrow at 3 or today at 4?
I was wondering if you wanted to meet first or if you were going to go last. I was wondering, and I like you're doing both. I think
Yeah.
I would want to go last if it was my best friend and I knew I could trust them to wait to meet with me. I'd be like, listen, I'm going to drop off a list of questions. Every question on this list, get it answered, and then let me come in and let me earn the business. I don't expect you to give it to me. So I like that, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Why do you guys think no one else asks questions really besides Taylor? Why is that? Let me pull someone up here. Michelle, why is no one asking questions?
Because as salespeople, we want to sell you, right?
Right.
And it's kind of hard for us to kind of like revert, like kind of shift to that gear of question mode. And also, I was going to say, I'm learning now, gosh, these speed bumps, sorry guys. I'm learning now to ask what specifically are you looking for in an agent that you decide to hire. So I would have put that question before. Well, if you said, I don't know, I'm not sure, then would it be helpful if I share a list of questions for you?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I was thinking, but I'm not a bold agent, so.
You're going to be a bold agent. And here's the thing. You're saying we're in sales. We want to get into sales mode. How do you know how to get into sales mode if you don't know what I'm thinking? Like, you don't know what to talk about. You don't know where to take the conversation if you don't know where my head is. Now Taylor knows it's my dad, right? And Taylor, I have to say, if it were me, I would have been like, Taylor, I get it. You got to do what your dad's asking you. Do you plan on hiring me, or do I need to come in to earn this business? Like, is this just, playing the game for your dad? Because we're cool. I should be able to ask you that question, right?
Yeah, and now that I'm out of it and I think back, I was like, man, is your dad going to be there too? Like, that would have been a question. Like, is he a part of this decision-making process?
Oh, yeah.
Like, is he going to be there?
That's when you pre-qualify, you get all that information. However, kudos to you for going into question mode. That's where we need to go. That's where we need to go. Let's have the professor drop 30 seconds of knowledge on this. Professor Matt, drop a little bit of knowledge on this, because I know he's chopping at the bit. I know, Matt.
No, it's just my perspective. That's all.
Give it to me.
We're not in sales. We're in marketing.
As I tell them all the time, we are the content. We are not, it's us.
Right? Document first, create. It's us. Right.
Yes.
So what are you bringing attention to? Yourself. What else are we bringing attention to? A home. I had an agent. I'll give you a good example. I had an agent today. I went to go schedule a showing, and it says listing agent to a company. How does everybody feel about that? Raise your hand if you would prefer that or you would not prefer that. If you would like an agent to be there, raise your hand. The listing agent. Thumbs down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were the listing agent, right, and your seller wanted you to arrive there, when the buying agent comes, raise your hand if you would step outside and let them view the home.
Depends on the seller. If they got cameras, I'm in there. It depends.
Right. So this was perspective. So this guy said, "Yo, listen, I looked his productivity up too when I made the appointment, and I could have told you what it was before having to look at it, because he was like, oh, I'll leave you alone." People, he's there to sell the house. He's at the house already. Sell me the home.
Right.
So my point is that I believe that we're in a marketing industry. We have to bring attention to ourselves, bring attention to homes that we are selling, and bring attention to homes that we are buying. We can only do so by asking questions and helping the client go through an identity shift.
Questions are key. Brittany, did you have something you want to say about that, or are you up for this challenge I have?
I'm still up for the challenge, but I was just saying about the seller situation. Like, I have a seller right now. He wants me to be at the listing, and then he has cameras in there. So he'll be like, upsell my house. You need to upsell my house. So I got to go inside and like upsell as much as I can. But in a normal situation, no, I wouldn't go to the listing for the showing. Give them their space.
All right.
Ooh, this is good, David. Hold on. What are you going to talk about, Brittany?
About the property. So when they go through, I was just telling them like the selling points, things that they probably wouldn't see unless I pointed it out. I don't know, just like extra plumbing outside and just kind of like, selling points. It was in a gated community. So I went into those details, kind of talked about, asked them where they were from, see if they know if any neighbors are from the same area. Just try to make them comfortable and give them insurance quotes, gave them the water and electric bill. Like, I gave them all the numbers so these people can have everything in front of them to make a decision on the property.
You're not going to drop some subliminals and make your seller feel good?
Yeah. Watch this. So ask your seller their 3 favorite things about their home and the one thing that they hate. And that's what you tell them, because everybody else is going to look the listing information up. So you give them the stuff that they don't have access to. And that's how you sell the house. And then provide your information if they want to talk any further. That's it.
Okay. So you said 3 things.
And now I'm going to shut up now. Yeah.
3 to 5 things.
Like, what do you love about your home, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller? Okay, great. Blah, blah, blah. The pool, the pergola, the grill, the patio, the deck, whatever, right? I love my ensuite. I just did my primary. Now, what you're doing is you're storytelling when you go to the house. Instead of saying, this is a 2-bedroom through 1 bathroom, right? Everybody's going to do that. We got to show up different. Now you communicate like, oh, Mr. Buyer, check this out. So my seller, this is one of the things that he absolutely loves about the home. Him and his wife come out here and sip a glass of wine, paint the picture for the buyer. They're going to sit there and they're going to listen to you as you're talking. That buying agent ain't doing shit. They're going to walk around and knock on walls and act like they know what they're talking about.
If they even do that, Matt. And here's the thing, and I think all of you guys who've been in real estate for a long time will agree with me on this. You just have to assume. You just got to assume that somebody has audio or video or recording in their house. So you be careful what you say. Even if you're at an open house and you're talking to someone on the phone about the house, assume you're being listened to, because you probably are. Michelle, you have something to add to that?
Yes, I love the fact about what you're saying about the video or the recordings. And in addition to that, what Matt said, what would be wrong with us putting those 3 to 5 things in the private remarks in an effort to help the buyer's agent?
Nothing.
Come up with the story.
Nothing.
Like,
but
hey,
when you say it,
all of these things, and here's the story type of thing.
You should be doing that, but when you're in a house and you're talking about it, the seller's like, okay, they paid attention, they're listening, they're speaking my narrative. So that's that subliminal I mentioned you're dropping for the seller. But yeah, put it in the private remarks. All right, time to switch it up. All right, so Brittany has her hand up. I'm going to go to, actually, Brittany, I'm going to have you hold because Lilia hasn't spoken yet, so I want to go to people who haven't spoken yet. We're going to do something different. We are all in the habit of making calls, right? We're leaving messages, or at least we should be. We've never role played how to handle when they call you back. So Lilia, I'm calling you back. All
Okay.
right. And I want to hear how you handle it. I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the clock. I have a couple role plays that I'm going to do. This is the first one. So, hey Lilia, this is David. I saw you called yesterday. What's this about?
Hey,
And let's
David.
just say, let me paint the picture for you. I'm a for sale by owner, just to paint the picture for you.
Okay.
So what's this all about?
Hey, David. My name's Lilia. I'm a local real estate agent. I was calling you about, I saw the sign in your front yard about 123 Main Street.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of calls from agents. Like, how can I? Do you have a buyer, or are you just calling because you want the listing?
Well, my job as an agent in this neighborhood is to know all the inventory, whether that's on market or off market. So first of all, I want to understand what you're offering. If I have a buyer, I absolutely want to bring it to you. And I also want to understand, how's your experience been on market? Because I have helped several for sale by owners go ahead and list on market and been able to sell and get them top dollar. And it's much less headache.
I get
for
it. And listen, I get so many of these calls, Lily. I appreciate it. I'm not really interested in working with an agent right now. We're doing this for sale by owner. We're looking to save some money here. If you want to see the house, we are doing open house Sunday at 1, and you feel free to stop by.
Yeah, I absolutely will stop by. I'd love to see it. And I will just put together, some thoughts, some suggestions if it's helpful to you. And let me know how it's going, your time on market. Because I'd love to give you a proposal or give you suggestions. Because, like I said, I sell a lot in the neighborhood. I understand what it's like to try to sell your place on your own and negotiate and handle the paperwork and all of that. And I think to have professional representation is one of the best choices you can make in a real estate transaction.
I know, but what makes you different? I'm getting calls from all these people. I mean, I like what you're talking about, but what makes you different?
Well, I'm on a team, so we have a large group of people. We have a marketing department. We're ranked the #1 team, medium team in Delray Beach. Have done over $200 million in sales since 2022. So we've dealt with a lot of sellers, a lot of buyers. We really understand the way that people think. We understand how to position a property.
That's time, real. How you guys think she did? We can give her a thumbs up. This is your first time on the call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to you. You stepped up. I'm not mad at that. How do you
Thanks.
think you did?
Okay.
Okay.
I
Tell
think
me
I
that one thing.
stumbled a couple times.
But listen, you know you stumble. I don't know your script. I don't know you stumble. So just keep going. Good job for keep going. What's one thing you feel like you could work on? What would you do differently if you got another chance?
I think that I typically call like expired. So talking to FSBOs is something that wasn't as top of mind for me. So I think it's interesting when you're talking with someone who believes that they can do your job.
Mhm.
So I think being sensitive to that and being able to market yourself, knowing that that's their frame of mind, I think that's something that I wasn't sure how to do just now.
I think you did fairly well. And one thing you need to keep in mind, a lot of for sale by owners are actually old expires. They had a bad agent. And they're like, I can do that myself. So you may be talking to a FSBO, but they're really an expired. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Who's next? Janetta, what's up? So I am a for sale by owner, and I'm calling you back. So, hey, I saw your number on my missed calls. Listen, if you're calling about my house, I'm really not interested in listing. I'm actually selling it myself. So unless you got a buyer, I don't want to waste my time.
Oh, Mr. David, thank you so much for calling me back. And, I just want to say congratulations on being bold enough to get this, try to sell this property on your own. When was the last time you sold a property on your own?
Goodness. Long time ago. I don't even remember. Let's call it 20 years ago.
Oh, about 20 years ago. So that says that you haven't sold anything in this particular market. So how certain are you that you can get this? Well, that's not what I want to ask. How important is it that you get this property sold?
I mean, we got to move. We're buying another house that we're under contract on, so we absolutely have to get it sold.
You have to get this property sold, and you already have a contract, you say. So, you want this property, so your contract is what, for the next 30 days or so?
Yeah, we're closing on that property. If everything goes as planned, we should be closing right before Thanksgiving. So we're looking at like mid-November, the 15th, if we can get it done.
All right, so Mr. David, if I can show you how I can get this property sold faster and for more money, with less hassles, is that something that you're open to?
Listen, I think we can do it. We've gotten a lot of calls. A lot of agents are saying they're going to bring their buyers by. Like, I feel really good about the activity we're getting. So at this point in time, I would say no, I wouldn't be interested in that.
Okay, so Mr. David, I understand you're not interested. So have you had some offers on this property?
Nothing written. I had a couple verbals that haven't turned into anything yet.
So, Mr. David, how would you feel if you have these, a lot of this activity, but your house doesn't get sold in the time that you need it to purchase your next property?
Pretty frustrated. Pretty frustrated. All right, let me. I know that clock was ticking. Sometimes I think maybe I shouldn't show you guys the clock because I feel your speed. Actually, I'm going to take that off where I'm not going to show you the clock. I'll have it on my end because I know that makes you speed up and kind of rush through. So I'm going to take the clock off. Johnetta, good job. Tell me what you think you could work on. And one thing I do want to say, if you treat this like real play. And if you're talking to a real seller, you're not going to be like, oh, that's not the right question. I want to start over. Keep going with it. How certain are you? Like, lean into that question you were asking, because I can tell you're reading exactly what to say. You're practicing the prompts. Lean into that. That's what you should be doing. That's a great way to start the question off. So what do you think you should do differently if you have the same opportunity again?
Well, it is interesting. I tried to, I do feel that I'm role playing, and when I'm talking to my clients, it is a little different. So I'm trying to, I tried to stop even looking at you at one point because it's like, this is, I'm role playing, and I want to be more authentic. So I think I just need to dive into being more authentic when I'm role playing and really talk to the person as I would if I was talking to the person.
So from
Because
talking
sometimes
to
we're trying to, I'm sorry, sometimes
No,
we're
go
trying
ahead.
to say the right things and do, and, like show that we're learning and growing and using my exactly what to say cards and all that kind of stuff. And I'm missing the mark.
Well, let me ask you this. Do I need the money from the seller of this home to buy my next home?
Well, I don't know, because I didn't even ask the question. That's a good question to ask.
If I don't get this property sold and I miss out on that property that I'm under contract on November 15th, what's that mean to me?
Exactly. I didn't ask that question.
Those would be good questions, though, right?
Yes, I kind of started at the last minute saying, how would it, how would that affect you? But that was last second.
I think I only saw one or two people write those questions down. It's interesting. You guys are here to learn like the questions you should be asking. So when you hear a great question, you should write it down and put it in your script folder under questions. It'll help you. I promise you. I'm just saying. Janetta, though, but those would be the questions I would ask, because I want to create some pain. I want to know like what that looks like if I can't get that house. And I was going to give you a scenario where I have to have that house for a specific reason. It's a mother and daughter, and I'm bringing my mother-in-law in to take care of my kids, and we found the right house in the right neighborhood that's walkable for her, and blah, 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 right? So by asking those questions, you can uncover some things that would make me be interested in hearing from you if you could keep me from going through that pain. You just don't know what it is. Okay. All right.
Can I jump in really quick? Ask a question?
Yeah, about this situation?
Yes.
Okay, Taylor, let's role play it out. If we're going to do it, let's do it right.
Well,
or you just want to ask a question? Go ahead.
I just want to ask a quick question. So when you dig into all these questions and they ask you, like, why are you asking me? What do you say other than like, hey, if I better understand your situation, then I can better help you accomplish your goals? Is there anything other than that to say?
Yeah, so I work with a lot of sellers, Taylor, and I only work with people that I know are really, really serious. And for me, it's important to know your motivation, right? And so I know now, like, why you have to get this property sold. I understand that. And if you're as committed as getting there as I am to helping you get there, you'll be in North Carolina by November 15th. You'll be closing on that house. And so I don't work with every single seller. I only work with the ones that are motivated and coachable. And just from talking to you, I feel like we could work together, and I know that I can help you. And so that's why I ask a lot of questions. I'm kind of like a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. You know, this is not medical surgery, but it's financial surgery. And you need to pull all this money out of this property in order to get to that home in North Carolina. So for me, it's asking these questions that are going to allow me to help you and put a plan together that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, you know, then we won't work together. However, I need to know this information so I can put a plan together to see if it makes sense. Something along those lines.
Thank you.
Yep. Naki, what's up? I know Naki got a great question. Let's go, Naki. Naki got many good questions.
I don't know how great the question is, but I just had a question for you about role playing, right? I am here wanting to participate, but I'm just overladen with fear, right? So I'm gonna kind of ask you to do the opposite way, where I get to play the Fizbo, and you get to answer.
I wish that's how it worked.
Okay.
But since
All
you're
right, okay.
unmuted, we're about to role play.
No.
Yes, we
Oh
are.
my gosh. What
But
am I
listen,
gonna do?
can I coach you around this really quickly?
Sure.
You know why I used to be nervous, and I'm not saying this is why you're nervous. I used to be nervous because I felt all this pressure, like, I gotta get this. I gotta get this person to say yes to meeting with me because I need to make some money, and I would put all this pressure on myself. Do this. I know you don't have a hat on, but take your sales hat off and just say, I'm making this phone call, and all I want to know is why. I'm coming from curiosity. I'm going to ask questions. I want to understand their motivation. I'm not making it about me and how great I am. I'm just asking questions. I'm coming from curiosity.
She's already taken the first step.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Sean. My man, you're right. So what I will do, instead of making it a 10 like I was going to do, I'll make it a lot less for you.
Okay. Oh my God.
You got this. You're talking to me. Just talk to me. Hey, Naki, I'm returning your call. I saw that you called me yesterday about my house. What can I help you with? Are you a buyer?
I could be, but I was actually calling because I noticed that you had your home for sale, and I wanted to know if you had any buyers yet.
No, I have someone coming back this weekend, but right now, no. Do you have a buyer for the property? You said you might be. What do you mean? You're interested in buying in this area?
Well, I am, but I also have clients that I work with. I'm a local realtor, and I have clients that I work with that have expressed interest in buying. So I'm just checking out properties around the area to see what might be suitable for them.
Okay, so you're not interested in buying my home.
I personally, I might be. I might be interested in buying your home. That's the truth. But I also have buyers that are interested in property.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I wanted to know if that's something you might be interested in as well. And then I'm wondering, how do you have a realtor that's representing you?
I don't have a realtor. I'm doing this for sell by owner. I keep getting agents telling me they have buyers, and then they come here and all they want to do is list my property. So I'm being very selective on who I let through. So if you are interested, it sounds like you're really not though. If you have a buyer who's interested, I'm going to ask you to send over their pre-approval letter because I don't want to waste my time. And I'd be happy to show it if you have an actual buyer.
Okay, David, I'll be frank with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a realtor and I'm interested in buyers and sellers. I represent buyers and sellers. So I don't know why why you are discouraged from working with a professional to sell your home.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, I know I have what it takes. If you really wanted that home sold, for probably more than if you sold it on your own or more than you expected.
Saved by the bell. Well, first of all, you're so new, and can we clap it up? We got to clap it up for Naki for just having the guts to do that. And listen, don't put so much pressure on yourself. All of us
Yeah.
on this call, we should be calling these FSBOs and expires, looking at it like, hey, is this a property for me? Or is
Yeah.
this a great investment opportunity that I can maybe bring to an investor where they want to buy it? So are we lying when we say, hey, I do buy properties? I'm not telling you your house is right for me. My job is to know the local inventory. I haven't seen it, so I want to come check it out and see if it may be right for me. And I also represent buyers, so it may be right for one of them. If you phrase it that way, you're not
Yeah.
doing the bait and switch. You're being honest and you're being direct. And I'm giving you some grace because you're new, but the way you were talking, if I was a real seller, I'd be like, nah, I call cap on that. I'm not meeting with her.
Yeah.
So just stick with your original story and just, I'm an investor. I do buy properties. I'm actually not necessarily calling for me. I have buyers that I'm working with, but I always come out looking to see, could this be an opportunity for me? So maybe, right? Just be
Okay.
honest about it.
But what about what you said about you know, like how do you close it by saying like I want the opportunity to sell too? Like if you're open, I'm willing to sell your property. Like how do I say that?
I would say you don't say it on the phone because we don't list for sell by owners on the phone. You guys got to be careful. They don't want to be sold on the phone. What you do is stick with, I haven't seen it. I need to know the local inventory. Like Lilia was saying, my job is to know the local inventory. And guys, that is your job. That's how you
Okay.
get in the door with for sale by owners. My job
Okay.
is to know the local inventory. I haven't seen your house. And so I want to come by and take a look. And as I mentioned before, I'm an investor. So if it's the right price and it makes sense, maybe for me. However, I represent, and I don't like to say that I work with a lot of buyers because I don't want to sound like a buyer agent. What I like
Yeah.
to say is I represent a lot of sellers, and often people come to our open house and that property isn't right for them. And so because I know the local inventory, if I know your house might be a good fit for them, then I can call you and maybe bring them by. And so now I'm coming from the position of being a listing agent versus a buyer's agent, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hope I remember that because I jumped onto practice because you know
You
we
don't
have
have
to
to
make.
remember it. You're in Push Essentials. I'm gonna get you to record, and you good. So you don't have to remember. You'll be able to write it down later. You good. You good.
Thank
All
you
right.
though.
Listen, you keep doing this. Keep raising your hand and be nervous and do it anyhow. And eventually words are gonna start coming out and you're not gonna be nervous anymore. This is how you get over it, is by raising your hand, even if you're nervous and don't know what to say. This is how you figure it out. So kudos to you. All right. Next. Who's my next person? Oh, I hope I didn't scare you guys away from role playing. I mean, how bad you guys want it? Yeah, there we go, Kara. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell y'all something really quickly. Don't be scared of these conversations. Your income is in direct proportion with your ability to have uncomfortable conversations. It may be a little uncomfortable. You got to push through it if you want to get paid. Don't run from this. All right, Kara, here we go. I'm an expired, by the way, just so you know. Expired listing. Kira, this is David. You left me a message, and I'll be honest, we already tried listing the house. 6 months, nothing happened. You know, we just had a bunch of showings and no real offers. So why would you be any different from our previous agent who couldn't sell the house? I mean, I keep getting calls from agents all the time. Why would you be any different?
Oh, thanks, Brittany. Oh, okay. Yes, well, first of all, thank you for calling me back. I appreciate that. But before I get into that, do you mind me asking you what was your motivation for selling your home and what are you looking for your outcome to be?
I mean, we had to move, and I want this home sold.
Okay, you gotta move. What is your time frame for moving?
Ideally, we would have been moved already.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do you know what happened with the prior situation with getting your home sale? Could you tell me a little bit about what happened with that?
I just know we had a bunch of showings, no real offers, nothing serious anyhow. A couple of lowball offers, and we didn't get it sold. So I mean, that's all I can tell you.
Okay, well that's unfortunate. Well again, you know that I am a local realtor, and I would love to definitely meet with you just to give you some information a free information that could help guide you in the right direction and getting your home sold. How would that sound?
Can I pause you real quick? And I'm pausing the timer too. This is just my opinion. Do you feel like you're going for the close too quick?
I think I am. What I had 2 minutes.
And I'm not saying you don't know how you can't see the time, so you don't even know. You might have 5 minutes left. You don't know what I put up there, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about the time. Worry about the questions, right? You're offering to help me and maybe get me more money. What's important to me? I was being very vague on purpose, right? I wasn't really answering your question. So if you chose not to go down the road of attempting to close me right now, what else, what might you say to me? What other questions might you ask?
I would probably ask what's important to you about getting this home sold outside of the timing and the location. What else is important?
Well, I mean, we are close to retiring, and we both work for the federal government. And with what's going on right now in the world, we don't feel very confident we're going to have our jobs moving forward. So we just want to get rid of this house and pull this equity out, and we're going to move down south where we can stretch that money out a little bit more.
Okay, well, I definitely understand your reason for wanting to, relocate and you guys retiring. Well, congratulations on your retirement. Also, I would like to oh, it's something else I wanted to ask. Do you guys have an area in mind where you want to relocate to down south? Have you picked that area out yet?
We're going to North Carolina,
North Carolina. Okay, what part?
Charlotte.
Okay, I'm right there. That's
Oh,
good to know.
okay.
Yes, I'm right there in Charlotte. Okay, so since you guys are, from what you're telling me, you guys are kind of on a tight budget, but trying to make the best of your retirement funds, have you guys looked into the pricing and the market in Charlotte?
A little. We've been on Zillow, but that's about it. No point doing
Okay,
that until we get this property sold. So I don't want to put the cart before the horse.
gotcha. Absolutely, I get that. And you say you're getting that property, so are you guys under contract already?
N-
Oh, wow.
Hold on. I got to pause you right now.
Okay,
What is she doing right now that I don't want her to do? Anybody know?
I don't know. Thinking too hard.
Thinking too
She's
hard.
acting. She's
Not.
acting.
Is she listening though?
No.
Not really getting to the point of the close.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But
Going
also
too close to
not
too
listening
close.
because I just told you, Charlotte. Yeah, we got to get this one sold first, so I wouldn't be under contract, right?
Okay, yeah, I missed
Yeah.
all of that.
But you're in Charlotte, though, right? Would it be helpful if you had an agent that could kind of guide you? Like you're there. Like, talk about that,
Yeah.
right? Also, what I didn't see you doing, I didn't see you write down one thing.
And I was sitting over here looking for my pen. I got all these papers. Couldn't find a pen. In real life, I would be writing it down.
Seriously, all of you guys on this call, when I'm giving you answers, even if it's vague, write down what I say.
Gotcha.
Write down the words that I use. Make sure that you're not asking me things that have already been asked and answered. You guys got to write this stuff down. Kira, you did a good job there. When someone's being vague like that, allow them to be vague. Don't let that stop you from going through your script. Keep pushing through the questions and then come back and ask me. Man, North Carolina, and I got to tell you, I've been watching the news too. I understand why you want to get this property sold, right? And then continue going through your script. So tell me again, like, why is North Carolina important? Why are you choosing that area? Like, dig into it a little bit more. I'm starting to open up a little bit, so don't rush to the close. Get me to talk a little bit more. Get me to open
Gotcha.
up a little bit more and use your
Yeah.
personality. You're like, I'm right there.
Yeah. And I'm
That.
working on that because I'm being coached to get to the close, get to the appointment. So I'm just trying to get out of that. I'm trying to get out of that. Just
So
hurry up and get to the
I know there are coaches that will tell you, hurry up, 2 seconds, booking the appointment and go. That's a strategy. What you will find is that when you do that, you may get the appointment and then you get there and you're like, why am I here? This person is not motivated. What am I even doing here? I don't even know why they're selling. I don't have the answers I need to have. So I'm not saying that we shouldn't wrap it up sooner and get to the point sooner, but rushing to the close, for what? You don't even know anything about me yet. What are you closing for? So I'm talking to you. I'm answering your question. So why are you rushing? If I'm being short, like I got to go, then yes, you rush. I'm talking. I'm answering every question you asked me, even though I'm being vague.
I totally agree.
Be careful with that advice. I'm not saying that there aren't times to push, but be careful that you're not just booking appointments for the sake of getting an appointment just to get there to find out I'm not that serious anyhow, because I might not be. Seriously, think about that. All right, let me look at the clock. It's 5:50, so I'm going to start wrapping up. So the 3 hands that are up are the ones I'm going to go to. I do want you guys to know I have an event next Wednesday that I'm hosting, so there will not be script practice on Wednesday with me. Nothing stops you guys from getting on the phone with some of these people on this call and doing your own script practice. It shouldn't be, I'm not practicing because David isn't here, right? You need the paycheck. You should be practicing. So even though I'm not here, connect with some people, practice your scripts, maybe get together with a few people and practice your listing presentation. Don't stop doing the activity just because the class isn't happening. Go ahead, Taylor.
So are we role playing or is this?
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to role play?
Yeah, I'm always down.
Okay. Hey, so Taylor, here we go, man. Listen, I saw your number. Are you just another agent trying to get me to pay that 6% commission, or do you have a buyer?
David, let me. Can I be direct with you?
I only want you to be direct with me.
Perfect. Well, then that's what I'm going to be. So, honestly, I'm not one of these agents that's going to waste your time. I'm here, and I know a lot of agents have the same goal to sell your property, but only one of them has a proven track record, and that's me. So let me ask you, when you sell this property, where are you going?
I don't really want to get into that. Listen, I keep having these agents come by, and all they want to do is charge me 6% to list my property. If you're one of those types of agents, we can just end the call right now, because I'm not. If I decide to relist, I'm not paying any more than 4%. So, what commission do you charge?
So, if you did relist, you would give out 4%, correct?
That's it.
Okay. I think that's fair enough. And so let me ask you this. If I brought you let me ask you this.
Keep going.
I know. What's important to you? I don't even know. What's important?
Wait, stop. Why are you getting in your head?
I freeze. For some
I
reason.
said 4%. You said that would work.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just say, well, it sounds like you're serious, but you don't want to pay a lot. If I was willing to sell your home for 4%, I mean, it sounds like you'd be open to talking about that, right? Because what you're doing is you're like, 4% is what you're going to pay me on the list side. You're not worried about the buyer side. I know where you're going with it. But I said, yeah, 4%. You said that'll work. So why are you getting in your head about it?
I don't know what to say next, but I mean, that's really, that's gold.
Well, you say what to say next is, okay, 4%. So if I could do it for 4%, you'd be willing to meet with me. What I would say is, well, I'm glad to hear that, but I have to be honest with you. I don't take every listing because I work with sellers that are motivated and coachable. So before I set an appointment, I have a few questions I need to ask you to make sure it makes sense for us to even get together. I'm not going to come with the commission breath. I'm going to make it seem like I don't know if I want to work with you. So Taylor, here, before I come out, let me ask you, where are you going to? Why is that important? I'm going to go through my whole script.
Right now?
And then I'm going to say, no, I'm just saying, like, on the phone with them. Then I'm going to say, you know what, Taylor, after talking to you, like, I understand why you're moving. I get it. And I know that I can help you and I have the track record. And it sounds like we can figure out a commission that you would be agreeable to. So yeah, I think it makes sense for us to meet tonight at 6 or tomorrow at 4. Like, don't get in your head, man.
All right.
Because you could have that. And also don't sit there and be like, that's not what I want to say. Because then you seem a little confused. And if you're confused, I'm losing confidence in you. I'm like, no, I don't know about this guy. I thought he was doing pretty good. Now, just keep going. They don't know your script. Keep that in mind. They do not know your script. Just keep going. I know you got this. I mean, you're the guy who just had how many closings in a week period? You had 5 closings in a week? You know your shit, man. Just trust yourself. Trust yourself. Brittany.
Yes.
Did you have a question or you want the role play?
I wanted the role play.
Damn it. Well, guess what? I have a call at 6 and I have to end this call right now. Let me just ask you guys something really quickly. And those of you who have your hand up, put your hand up on Friday and say, David, you said you would come to me first and I'll honor that and do it on Friday. Have you guys ever role played when the seller calls you back? Let me tell you, they never call you back typically when you're sitting at your desk and you have your list of leads in front of you. They call you back when you're in the grocery store. They call you back when you're on the walk with your dog, right? You know that, right? And so that's when you panic because you're like, my scripts are at my desk and I'm out here walking Charlie, right? I just want to tell you guys something that I do and that you need to do immediately. Every script that you have, either take a picture of it and create a folder on your phone that says scripts, have a Dropbox folder or a Google Drive folder where your scripts are there. So if someone calls you back and they're for sale by owner, it should be click, click, script. It should be in front of you at all times. Have it on your phone. Don't get caught out there lacking because they won't call you back when it's convenient for you. They call back when it's convenient for them. So if you don't know your scripts, if you haven't internalized them yet, have them handy. Have them on your phone. Have access to them, okay? Congratulations, guys. I like the energy. I like how you guys are playing all out. And I like how you guys are willing to put yourself out there. If you keep doing that here, how you participate here is how you participate when I'm not around. I need you guys to pick up the phone. Somebody wrote in the chat, don't run from that money. Don't run from that money. That $50 bill example I gave you guys the other day, they're like, yeah, I don't want to pay $6. I'll do it at $4. Okay, let's work this out. And you could agree to that, Taylor, and get to the house and be like, here's why you don't want to just pay $4. Here's the advantage of paying more. And you might educate me on why I want to pay out to a buyer's agent. Handle that when you get there. Right now, your job is to get in front of me. All right, guys, I got to go. I got to hop on another call. I would like to invite you guys to join me tomorrow morning on the Morning Mindset call. It's called Let's Talk About It Thursday. And so all the things that you guys are going through, all the questions and doubts and fears and things like Joannie was talking about that happened to her at this open house, that's what we talk about. So I want you guys to join that call and let's have a conversation. It's at 8:40 on Tuesday and Thursdays, and we go until 9 o'clock. And Thursdays is your day. Tuesday, I usually come with the topic. Thursday is for you to come and have a conversation about what you're experiencing in your business. So come and have that conversation. All right? Lily, I hope we didn't scare you. I hope you come back because you did a good job. Keep coming back.
I will. Thanks.
All right. I got to go, guys. I will see you later. Y'all be good. Everybody in Push Essentials, I owe you a text. I made a decision. I'm going to give the PDFs of the book. So I'll get those to you maybe later tonight or tomorrow, but I'll get that stuff to you guys. It'll really help you. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for being here. Hey, Bomika, I got to have you role play next time, Bomika. So you
Lily, I have to say something to Lily. Lily has to come back. I love the role play. Please.
Well, she coming back. She coming back because she knows her stuff. She knows her stuff. And next time, remind me that you're expired so I can give you expires because I really want to hear what you say about expireds. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. And David, if she doesn't come, you owe me a virtual cupcake.
Sure. Whatever you want. You got it. A virtual, you got to explain to me what that, I don't know what that is, but okay. You're talking sweet. She's speaking my language. So we're good there.
Yeah.
Y'all be good.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.